They just hate me cause I'm living my life. Living my life in luxury. They just hate me cause I'm living my life. Living my life in luxury. They just hate me cause I'm living my life. Living my life in luxury. They just hate me cause I'm living my life. Living my life in luxury. They just hate me cause I'm living my life.
Everything be tailor-made. I'm an engineer and an architect. Keep sipping on your haterade, cause I ain't even get started yet. There is no need to remind me. I know it's a gift and a curse, so I never trip. Keep letting them sip, cause I know that they stomach gon' burst. I'm living my life in luxury, and they tell me that life is a dream. Merrily, merrily, rowing my boat, I go gently down the stream, till they sent me down some cream. Cash don't rule everything around me, but it keeps pinging on my phone because I tend to speak profoundly. Ran me a bath and I did the math. What is the problem with me that you have?
What is the problem with me that you have?
Entry level, introductory. Used to wipe down the cutlery. The music said, so how could I run from the luxury? Or maybe I slowed down, just enough for it to catch up. Whatever the case, I stayed in my place. The rude boy be blessed up. The flow cold as ice. Look at how I be skating on it. I'm about to pass you twice. They can't help theyself, keep hating on it.
The flow cold as ice. Look at how I be skating on it. I'm about to pass you twice. They can't help themselves, keep hating on it. The flow cold as ice. Look at how I be skating on it. I'm about to pass you twice.
They just hate me cause I'm living my life. Living my life in luxury. They just hate me cause I'm living my life. Living my life in luxury. They just hate me cause I'm living my life. Living my life in luxury. They just hate me cause I'm living my life. Living my life in luxury. They just hate me cause I'm living my life.
Hold on.
No need to remind me. I know it's a gift and a curse. I never trip. I let them sip cause I know that they stomach gon' burst. No need to remind me. I know it's a gift and a curse. I never trip. I let them sip cause I know that they stomach gon' burst.
Yeah.
What up?
Pocket. Any drummers out there? Y'all know what that means? Pocket. Go style. And then like a little bit of that lint and some coins. You know, a couple
like
dollars.
I like a little go-go.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Today is January 27th. It's Tuesday. It's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you know it's time for another installment of No Shortcuts with Midas and Fame. I am Midas and that is Fame.
It's really hard to know what day it is since these kids are out of school.
And the snow and ice and everything been canceled for over the weekend and it feel a little off. But, you know, hey, hope you guys, especially in the Southeast and the East in general, are braving this cold, man. You guys are, staying warm. Make sure you drip your water faucets at night, open up the cabinets, let that warm air hit them pipes and all that,
Yes, take all the precautions. What's up, Natalia is joining us.
All the precautions. Who's here? Former guest of our platform, Matt drummer extraordinaire, Natalia. My brother Matt's here, Smooth Sales, still grinding it out in these winter weathers. Smooth Sales, y'all check him out. If you shop with Amazon and all of that type of stuff, check out smoothsales.com. Smooth Sales on Facebook. Who else is here? My guy,
go see the man live and in person in Florence, South Carolina.
Yeah, one of my best friends from back home is here, Mr. Dwayne Haley. He always called me Harrison because one of the coaches in study hall, we called a roll, and he always used to call my name Harrison.
Yeah. So now
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
stuck.
yeah. Yeah. They're gonna just hang it over my head,
It's all right. That's like
Harrison.
me being Bizzle.
Yeah, yeah, like the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, I'm Bizzle.
What's up, everybody
Bizzle.
who's all here? We hope you guys' week is off to a great start. We hope that you're hustling. You know what I mean? Making it do what it do, getting your week off to a proper start, and even though it's been cold, snow, and ice, still being productive and in progress of accomplishing your goals, at least for the first quarter. That
Right.
tune that we played at the top, that I did that during the snow and ice, man. I was trying to be productive, So yeah, that's a new tune, Midas. Living My Life in Luxury. Is available on
Where
YouTube.
can they find that?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. Wherever you stream your music, you can even, if you're on TikTok, you want to put a little music behind your post. Yeah, do that.
Okay.
Do that.
Yeah. I like that idea. I like that idea.
Share it.
What else? So you were making music since the last time we spoke?
Yeah, so I just my son has been at his mother's. We switched some days around so I wouldn't have to drive on Sunday. So I'm actually grabbing him this afternoon. So I was home. I was Macaulay Culkin Home Alone Saturday, Sunday in the snow and ice, and I was like, I had that hook already laid on that instrumental, so I went ahead and finished the song,
Good deal.
uploaded it and everything. So I was like, let me use my time wisely.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I did an event. Shout out to my man Earl Newell of the Dance
Earl
Doctors.
Newell.
Earl
Dance
had a
Doctors.
contact that needed a DJ this past Wednesday for it was a family night event it was a brand new Lowe's store opening in Manning, South Carolina. And, this was like I think a day or two before the actual grand opening. They invite all the employees and their families to come down.
Oh, nice.
To kind of see the store, and they get to shop with like a discount. The families get to shop, use the discount before the store opens. And they had food, they had music. They had some games and prizes for everybody. So
That's nice, man.
I went down there and loaded up, and it was like 4:30 to 8 or 4:30 to 7,
Ain't
something
too
like
bad.
that. It was it was a quick one.
Yeah.
So shout out to Earl who looked out.
Yeah, the Dance
and,
Doctors, man.
Sent that one my way.
Okay.
That was all I did on the DJ front, man. I was supposed to have a bridal show on Sunday, but in Rock Hill, but it ended up getting canceled because of the show. It was like an open house event at the Crystal Ballroom, and they have rescheduled that thing to March. So we're gonna find out about that later. And then that was my weekend. That was my weekend, man.
Yeah.
That was it. What up?
Okay.
Rivers?
I see my guy Rivers Haley is here. That's Dwayne's brother. That's Dwayne's older brother, man. And my guys from back home in Sherrard, South Carolina. Their mom just had a birthday. Mama Haley just had a birthday, and she makes a mean honey bun cake, down in Sherrard, South Carolina.
We got all the Haleys and Harrisons in the house today.
Yeah, Haley's and Harrisons. Let's get it.
That's what's up.
Let's get it. And my phone wants to ring and knock me off.
Speaking of Sherrard,
here we go.
I just booked a wedding in Sherrard. It's for
Oh, really?
Yeah, later on. Well, not really. It's at that Southern Celebrations. Is that what it's called?
I was just there in Wallace.
It's really in Wallace.
That was the birthday party I played 2 weekends ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Down there. I think it's Simply Southern, something like that.
Simply Southern Celebrations.
Yeah. Shout out to Jimmy Sanders.
Booked him down there for I think it's in the fall.
Yeah.
I forgot what it is, but I think it's in the fall of this year.
Wallace trying to have a lot going on.
Yeah, man.
Right outside of Sherrard, man. Yeah.
Yeah, the actual bride thought it was Sherrard because she was telling me where the wedding was at. She was like, the wedding's in Sherrard. I was like, all right, where? And then she gave me the thing. I was like, oh, okay, that's in Wallace. It's right there.
It's actually Wallace. Yeah. But hey, we appreciate the work. And we got a few more people in here that haven't said anything. But before we proceed, shout out if you're watching. Shout out to you, everybody watching on YouTube Live. You're watching on Facebook Live. If you're catching the replay, Apple Podcasts. If you're catching the replay on Spotify, you joining us on Twitch Live with a replay. Welcome once, twice, 3 times. You're welcome. We appreciate you. Don't be shy, guys.
Very, very close to being able to watch us on Instagram today, but last minute it wasn't working right. The new beta is not working right, so they're gonna keep on testing it.
Yeah. We expanding our territories a little bit. We're gonna cover all these social media platforms here in a minute, man. There won't be no excuse for you not to tune
Mm-hmm.
in to No
Mm-hmm.
Shortcuts with Midas and Fame. I mean, we leading you to the water, but you gotta
It's
open your
going.
mouth and drink it.
It's gonna be
It's
like the
that simple.
Olympics. It's gonna be on every channel.
Every channel. Yeah, like a Michael Jackson video premiere.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about our
What's
guest
good?
today, man.
All right, so you guys saw a little clip at the beginning of the show. Our guest is not only an incredible drummer, he's actually I was talking in the green room, the virtual green room. He's filled in with my band Mellow Groove before. So not only is he a drummer, he is the owner and operator of Jackson Hauler.
Yeah.
Jackson Hauler is a top-rated family-owned junk removal company in Charlotte, North Carolina. Prides itself on providing exceptional customer service. Team of friendly professionals operates with a high sense of urgency to ensure your items are moved fast and efficiently. A mission to simplify the lives of Charlotte area neighborhoods and business community. Offer fast, affordable junk removal cleanup services to free you from clutter and keep the community beautiful, and this, that, and the third, and so much more that he's going to
Mm-hmm.
tell us all about here in just a few minutes. If you're at work or at home, if you can make some noise or put some ones in the chat, put some applause in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, help us welcome Mr. Howard Jackson.
Where'd he go?
He's here somewhere. Did you think? Did he get knocked off?
Howard, you still with us?
Yeah, he was just with us in the background.
He gone.
Yeah. You want me to try to let's see here. Y'all keep talking.
Where'd he go? We lost Howard.
Yeah. There we
There we
go.
go. Here he comes.
Yeah, we
There he
there.
back.
I think I had a
Yeah,
little technical difficulty.
What's
Yeah.
up,
Hey,
brother?
this is the beauty of being live, man. You never could imagine how many times like our doorbells ring, different things happen, things like that. So this is the beauty of being live. We get to show the imperfections with the perfections. But we here. Welcome, bro.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's a pleasure. It's a
I'm hearing
pleasure.
a little bit of feedback on somebody here.
Howard, do you have any earbuds in or headphones?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just so we can knock that
I
feedback
think
out from coming.
we're hearing Midas twice.
Yeah, we're gonna be all right though. Get it worked out, But yeah, like I said, Howard is an incredible drummer. A couple of weeks ago, I saw him post. I was like, oh, he's got a hauling company, and I was like, this is the perfect platform for him to come on and advertise, get the word out, and let
Mm-hmm.
everyone else in our area and surrounding areas know about his business. Of course, here at No Shortcuts, we preach, having a passion, following a passion, having a dream, turning that passion or dream into a career, and what's more beautiful than that? Taking something that you love to do and turn it into occupation, being an owner and operator. Are we good now?
We were
Yes, sir. I
good.
think we're good. Is that a little bit better?
One
It
two,
was
1 2.
better, and then yeah, I think we're good. Tell us
We
about
good.
yourself,
All right, cool.
Howard. Tell us where you're from. And Natalia says
So
smile.
originally, guys, I'm from the Maryland, D.C. area is home for me. So I've been in the Southeast now for about 23 years. So that's home for me
Ah,
originally.
that explains the go-go then.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
didn't
Yeah,
know
man,
that.
definitely so. So yep. So I definitely grew up around it. Really didn't play in too many bands back home. I went to college in
Uh-huh.
South Carolina, so I kind of got out of there 2002. Went to Claflin University down in Orangeburg, South Carolina.
Claflin.
I kind of been down south ever since. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit about growing up in the Maryland area, man, and what was young Howard like? What was he into?
Man, young Howard was adventurous like most kids, stuff like that. But really, really good experience growing up home. The culture is definitely unmatched there. Obviously you got the go-go music and stuff too going on, but all the way down to like how you dress, the different food we eat, different things of that nature right there. So
Crab cakes.
always been, oh yeah, crab cakes. You got
the chicken wings and mumbo sauce. You got the steak and cheese from the carry-out restaurants, all that type of stuff like that. So a really, really good experience there. And kind of how I got into music. So my sister sings, my dad sings, and he played organ and keyboard. He passed away back in 2008, so rest in peace to him.
Condolences.
And my mom also sings as well. And my mom's mom was like a opera singer, like in her time.
Really?
So always kind of been around like a musical type of situation. And one day in particular, probably maybe a couple months before Christmas, one of my best friends, his name was Douglas Hunter.
Okay.
He played drums, right? So like a Kojic style church. So I went to church. It's like, you start and you in there for about 7 hours locked in. You know
7 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. So so I went home. I was like, man, told my dad, I was like, man, I want to play drums. And can I get some? He was like, man, I ain't buying no drums. You ain't gonna play them. So, but
now, how old were you at this point? How old were you at that point?
Middle school. So 7th grade. So I'm thinking maybe like 12, something like that, 11, 12, around that age. And so he actually bought them for me that Christmas, man. And I remember putting them together like 2 o'clock in the morning, just sound like I was banging on pots and pans. But it was a really, really good experience.
Yeah, that's actually how I started on the pots and pans. I played drums before keys, man, as a tiny kid, and it's just something innate about, like, of course, being in church. And my dad a pastor and everything, and being in church and being around music, something just would make me pull the pots and pans out the bottom of the stove and beat on them.
My dad was a pastor as well, man. So I'm with you on that one. Yep.
Yeah. So you grew up around music, and that's how you got bit with the music bug, and you started drumming middle school. Did you start playing in church? Church is good about giving young folks an opportunity to express their gifts.
Definitely. Yeah, I started at my church. Shout out to Marlboro Meadows Baptist Church in Maryland. That was my first start playing drums there. And when you start now in the beginning, it's kind of disaster. They give you opportunity, and then things definitely not going right because you ain't got the skill set up right. So you kind of build some thick skin coming up. You know what I'm saying? Because got some big shoes to fill and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man. So definitely was a really, really good opportunity.
Yeah. And church will. I recall one time there's a guy playing bass. They unplugged him.
Yep, I've seen that happen before too. Yeah,
they just unplugged them, because you try to give people an opportunity to see things. With church, you give people an opportunity to do things, but if it's kind of clashing with everything else that's going on, it's like, hold on, bro. We got to get right quick. So I didn't see a bass player get unplugged in the middle of a song and all that. So it is what it is. But like you said, tough skin.
That's it.
So either gonna make you or break you.
Yep.
Yeah. Now you said you went to Claflin, so you was in Maryland area until you went to college?
Yeah, correct. So 2002, went down to Claflin in Orangeburg, South Carolina. I majored in business and accounting down there.
Hey.
Now, how did you find out about Claflin up there in Maryland?
Dude, I'm still trying to figure that out to this day, to be honest with you.
What was your major?
One of my best friends coming up that went to my church, a guy by the name of Marcus Brown. His parents were looking at Claflin. They told my parents about it. So my parents said, hey, look, if you like it, hey, cool, you can go back. If not, we'll find somewhere else. And so Claflin, kind of shout out to them too. They gave 3 free classes that summer. So they gave you room and board, food. I think it was like computer science, math, and English or something, all for free, just to kind of draw some people in. So end up going down, man. One of the best experiences of my life. So I could tell anybody, if you get the opportunity to kind of leave home for a little bit, see some different things, it's definitely a good thing. Yeah, for sure.
What was that culture shock? Because my brother, we grew up in New York City, and my brother went to college in Alabama. And it was kind of that same situation. Like, we wondered, why in the world did he go to Alabama? What was that culture shock like from Maryland going to Orangeburg, of all places?
Yeah, it was crazy. Yes, I remember getting out the van like it was yesterday. Everybody was down there playing basketball outside of, it was a spot called High Rise. There's a dorm that we stayed in. So we pulled out, and then everybody's like, hey, what's up, Bo? What's going on, Bo?
Bo.
My name is, Yeah.
Yeah.
My name was Howard. So it was real
Yeah.
cool, man. But definitely, country for sure. A lot of rural area down there. But man, some really, really good people down in the South. And I got some of my best friends for over 20 years now that I met in school. I talk to like every day. So really, really good experience. So, yeah, definitely so.
Yeah. That's what's up. And I'm gonna shout out my mother right fast joining us, Apostle Francis D. Hardison, keeping the perfect attendance intact. Appreciate your mom. Much love. Thank you. Yeah. So what was your major in college though?
So I went to school for business administration, and I did a concentration in accounting as well. So pretty cool. Kind of got me in the business field a little bit. So kind of put me on my path. So something we're not talking about today. I've been in customer service now for about 25 years. So my other job I do, I'm in retail. So I'm always hustling out here working. I was with Walmart for 18 years. So I started in the deli. Yep. While I was in school and college, just cooking chicken, cutting meat and cheese, get some weekend money, pay your cell phone bill. And I kind of turned to a career, man. So I ended up doing 18 years with them. So I went all the way through to like department manager, assistant manager, co-manager, store manager, and all that stuff. So I'm still in the retail field today as well. So it's funny, Famous, you talked about Lowe's. I'm actually the store manager for Lowe's here in Belmont as well. So pretty local, man. So I've been doing my thing in the retail world as well. And, just want to always kind of branch out on my own so you have some supplemental income coming in, So just doing everything
more than one
can
stream.
I've had a
keep the family taken care of.
I've had a long time career in retail myself, retail management, and it's just a lost. It's a lost customer service, man. It's just a lost art for sure. Actually, just yesterday, I was in Walmart. I was in a Walmart yesterday in Camden, and I had a situation that just needed someone to handle it for me on the manager side. And the first person I spoke to made it a whole lot more difficult than it had to be. And then the manager came over, or customer service. I don't know what her title was, but she came over real quick, put her little code in, did the little thing, fixed it, whatever. After it was done, and she was scanning my other groceries for me at the same time. After she was done, I said, "Can you go to work everywhere, please? Can you go work at every store I go to? Because it's just so hard to find nowadays, man. Just competent customer service and retail specialists, man, that still know how to talk to people, still know how to deal with people. And I know you see, on your end, it's probably hard hiring, right?
Oh, most definitely. The talent pool always isn't the greatest, but we try to pride ourselves on doing the best job we can. Everybody needs an opportunity. Some people just need grooming for like the interview process, right? So a lot of people just haven't been taught how to come in and how to present themselves and, different key things to say in interviews. So even if an interview doesn't go as planned, I guess you could say, I try to do like a little one-on-one coaching session too for like future reference for them about different things, because unfortunately, the community in which we live in today, people aren't getting a lot of great teaching in schools, and you never really know what type of households they're coming from either. So, just kind of spreading knowledge, at the end of the day to kind of help make the community better.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. You're doing good work, man.
Yeah, and I feel like, good people that do good customer service had a certain type of upbringing and stuff too. You don't just learn how to offer good customer service. I think it's something that you're kind of taught within the confines of your home growing up, and you're able to take those characteristics to the workforce, and then that those values and things you learn at home make you a good customer service specialist or personnel, whatever. So, but it's a lost art.
I totally agree. Very true, very true. So my dad, he was kind of like the more enforcer type in the home. And my mom, she was a little bit softer on that note right there. So she was the type that, kill you with words. Look, you won't manipulate me. You're still not going to get your way. But, my dad would come in. He'd be the one to kind of jack you up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Make sure
like James Evans.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely times, so. But I think when you get older, you really appreciate that stuff, right? It might seem tough or unfair at the time, but, thank God, number one, I'm alive, right? And I can provide for my family. Number two, everybody goes through things, but, I'm not locked up, fortunately, nothing like that. So, those lessons was good. You learned a lot of things at the house, and you learned some things to kind of stay away from. And even if you did get kind of caught up in some stuff, you know, you didn't stay there, right? So you kind of kept
Right.
moving and going forward. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Yep.
Yeah. Now, before we get into present day, while you were at Claflin, were you still involved with music? While you were at
Yeah, I
Claflin?
definitely was. Yep, definitely was.
Okay.
So me and one of my friends, shout out to my guy Tim Slice Williams. He's from Maryland as well. A great, phenomenal drummer. He was my roommate in college. He lives in Columbia,
Mhm.
South Carolina now, and
Okay.
he's actually from Maryland as well. We met at this freshman talent show, right? So
Wow. Gotta have those.
yeah, so there was a rumor like there's another guy here that plays drums too. I think he's from Maryland. So I was like, all right, cool. So you know, back then I was still trying to get my confidence up a little bit. So you know, I played with
Mhm.
a guy named Tremel Brown and a lady named Harriet. So we ended up playing. I think it was this Tupac song, like "Dear Mama" or one of them songs. She played
Yeah.
piano. Tremel played saxophone. I played drums, so it was cool. So Tim
Yeah.
gets on the set, and he's come on stage by himself, just full confident, and kills it. I'm like, man,
Wow.
who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, he got
Yeah.
all the chops, he got the pocket, like the whole nine. I'm talking about like right out of high school. You know what I'm saying? So he always had that confidence level. So I kind of took some of that from him, and you know, we got real cool. We ended up being roommates like the whole time I was in school. So I did that.
Nice.
Played a local church there. It was called Greater Temple of Deliverance.
Uh-huh.
I think the pastor's name was Pastor Fogel back then. So
Okay.
that was really cool. And then I played in the Claflin Jazz Band too.
Hey.
Okay. And
Yep.
I'm assuming after graduation is when you kind of migrated to the Charlotte area?
No, not exactly, man. I've been in Charlotte now since 2013. So
I
I
see.
lived, yeah, when I was with Walmart in 2008, ironically, the same year that my dad passed. So it kind of gave me
Okay.
some more motivation to do some other things. So I got promoted with Walmart. I was just a regular hourly associate. Then I got promoted to assistant manager, and they moved me down to Hilton Head. So I was down
Mm.
there for like 5 years, man. So that was a real good experience.
Uh-huh.
And then I feel like pretty much I started getting into other types of music down there. So I started meeting some people and you know, going to different open mic events and stuff like that. So now I'm playing like all different types of music now. I'm playing rock and roll, he playing
Yeah.
bluegrass, country, you know, just kind of like a different scene. So kind of open your mind up to some different things. And they appreciated like my gospel background and stuff like that to kind of go along with it. Because you got to add some flair a little bit to the music, still adding respect to the foundation of it, but you're just kind of putting your own approach on it too. And kind of being back from DC is home as well. So went really
Yeah.
well there. And 2013, I moved to Charlotte. So came up
Gotcha.
here,
Okay.
hooked up with Walmart up here in Charlotte, and you know, I done worked at everywhere, man. I think I was at Wilkerson. I've been at South Tryon, Matthews,
They gonna
uh,
bounce you around
Wadesboro,
a little bit.
everywhere, man. The last spot was North Tryon. So I was there for about 3.5 years as a store manager. So really, really cool.
Uh-huh.
Left there, then went to Burlington Coat Factory for about a year as a store manager, and got on with Lowe's in like 2022. It's about 3.5 years in at Lowe's now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And currently, so you're still with Lowe's, you're playing
Yep.
drums, and you're running
Mm-hmm.
your own business.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. And you got to tell us how you balance all this, but introduce your business, man, and tell everybody the type of
Okay.
services that you provide. Are your earbuds still working?
Nah,
You know,
man, it
they
just
died.
disconnected on me. Stop working.
We're gonna work. We're gonna fight through it.
We're gonna tough through it. It ain't too bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
but so introduce your company and let everybody know the type of services.
Okay. Definitely. So Jackson Hauler, I started in about 2 years ago, about March now. So I've always had a pickup truck for, I don't know, probably like last 20 years. Ironically, I got my pickup truck from my dad when he passed away. So I just had it. So all my friends have been like, hey man, can you help me move this? Or can you get rid of this for me? Stuff
That's
like
how it
that. So
starts.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, man, I might as well try to make like a little business out of it, you know. So I kind of sat down and put some ideas on paper. I think it was one quote I saw back in the day that said, you know, if you go work for somebody else for like 12 hours a day, you're not doing nothing for yourself. You're messing up, right? So
Yeah.
I'll literally go to work for about 10, 12 hours a day, and I come home and I do research on how to start a business. So I'm looking at podcasts. I'm on Google doing all type of research, what I need to do to get an LLC, how do I get my EIN number, like the whole nine. So every day as soon as I get home, at least put 2 hours of work in for my personal self.
That's a good tip.
So got that ball rolling there. Saved up enough money to get like my first trailer, and then you already had my pickup truck already. stuff like that. And then I started working on different branding stuff. So I got some business cards, of course, and started passing those out. And shout out to U-Haul as well. One of my old neighbors in my old neighborhood, she came and knocked on my door. I got my truck branded out with all my business information on it. And she came and she was like, hey, I'm interested in your business for my company. So for about over a year, I was doing contract work with U-Haul, man. So doing clean outs and stuff for them, like with storage units and stuff like that. So it was a pretty good opportunity. So for that right there. So really, really good kind of getting started out. And then since then, I've got like my Google page up, different stuff like that. I got my website rolling now, different things of that nature. And so business has been pretty steady. So, just looking forward to more opportunities coming in the future.
Yeah. Speaking of branding, let them see the hoodie right quick. Can you show them
so I got the hoodie right here. Let's see if I can get it in the camera.
Yes, there you go.
It's a little opposite, but yeah,
Jackson
you see
Hauler,
Jackson Hauler right there.
junk
Junk
removal
removal
services.
services. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
That's important, man. So even when you're off, when you're not working, you just going shopping in Walmart. Someone see that hoodie and they say, "Oh, that's what you do. I actually need that."
Right.
I need that service. Yeah.
I swear, if I had $1 for every time somebody said, "Man, if I only knew you about a week ago,"
Yeah.
But
Oh man,
yeah,
but you still getting the word out. That's good.
yes, sir. That's it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what they do to
So
me too. They say, "Oh man, I got married like 6 months ago, man. You should have done my wedding."
yeah.
Speaking of being married too, I'd be remiss if I didn't. I recently got married
That's right.
4 months ago
Hey,
to my beautiful wife
shout her
Tracy.
out.
So things, yep, things have been going really, really well. So I'm definitely happily
Awesome.
married, and I got 2 kids as well. My
Uh-huh.
daughter is 6. Her name is Ava, and my son is Jace, and he's 10 years old. So
There you go.
living a full time on the other side of things too. So things going really,
Yeah,
really well.
man.
So
So
I'm definitely blessed.
you are. And congratulations on that, man. And that's a
Yeah.
Thank you.
great segue to what we were just about to go anyway.
Balancing all of that.
You're working full time. You have your own business. You still drumming when that's available, and you're a full time dad and husband. How are you juggling all of these things, and how are you balancing your life to make sure you have time, for the fam?
And
Definitely
yourself.
so. Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, to be honest, a lot of comes from trial and error, right? So, I mean, some days you do great on these things and you walk out with your chest spoke high, like everything's going great. And
Yeah.
other days you're like, man, I could have did better, right? So, I got to keep it real with myself. Could have did better there. So, just prioritizing what matter. At the end of the day, the family comes first. The wife comes first, and you got your kids and stuff as well. And then, but you got to support them too, right? So, just kind of coming in, and time management is key in planning, right? So,
Yes.
that's been my biggest, I think, hurdle I've kind of overcome like the last year, just being able to plan these different things out. And then being realistic with yourself. You can't do it, or you can't do it to a certain date. Don't sign up for getting it done. I
Yeah.
think a lot of times people are like, hey man, I need this done right now. And you think about that quick money, but you got to think about the adverse effects as well that it can do either at the
Yeah.
house or with your
Right.
other job you got going on or whatever the case is. And
Uh-huh.
just kind of prioritizing. And on the
Yeah.
music scene, like my wife goes with me to every gig. She loves the
Hey.
music. She's from DC as well, so
Okay.
that's our going out time too. So
Yeah.
we kind of can
That's smart.
mix some different things together as well. So you make it
Yeah.
work. You gotta think
Yeah.
of the goal and what you gotta do to help get the family there, and just kind of keep going from there, man. But I love every minute of everything I do. I'm real fortunate, real blessed
Yeah.
to be in the situation I'm in, and just looking forward to the future and seeing like what is to come.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
what's the ideal scenario when someone's calling you for your services? Are they moving, or they just got a bunch of stuff they need to get rid of? Give us a couple of scenarios like that people may be going through where they could use your service.
Okay, so a lot of time, the spring's coming up, so I'm foreseeing business really picking up. So spring cleaning, people clean out garages and attics and different things of that nature. Or some instances, unfortunately, a loved one passed away and they got to get the house cleared out. I've dealt with a lot of those too. So I've been working with property and realty managers too. So you might have eviction type situations where they got to get the house cleaned out too. Assisted living facilities is another thing that is a good thing to kind of get into there as well. And again, just kind of putting your name out there to get the work done. This business, in my opinion, probably gotten a little oversaturated like the last couple years.
Yeah.
Every
Okay.
corner you go now, I'm seeing a yard sign or something like that, or I'm on Instagram and you seeing somebody doing a business. But I definitely believe God and what He has for you is for you, right? So
Yeah.
I don't care if a million people are doing what you do. There's always room for you somewhere on the table. But
Mm-hmm.
you gotta
Yeah.
keep your faith number one, and just kind of keep that vision that you know that's inside of you and keep going. But you gotta do the work
Yeah.
though too. So
Yeah.
can't
Gotta do
expect
the
for a
work.
blessing sitting on the couch, right? You gotta get up.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta
Got to
put
do
your feet to the
something.
fire and keep on rolling, So, definitely so. So, those probably like the main things right there. Different clean out situations, evictions and stuff like that, assisted living facilities. And I also do movement as well. So, whether a
Okay.
small item, I do deliveries. I got a few clients that call me pretty regularly just to go, maybe across town and pick up some items for them and deliver them, different things of that nature. So we'll do that.
Yeah.
Install stuff, do installation, moving, hauling, like whatever, whatever we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
s-
Oh,
I
that
think
sounds
what
great.
you said, man, because we see it a lot, like we, especially in more rural areas of the South, right? People
Mhm.
starting their business, and a lot of people doing advertising that they're doing junk hauling and things like that, or lawn care and stuff. And they just
Right.
think it's as easy as just posting it on Facebook, and now I got a business, and I'm gonna post on Facebook to tell people I have a business and watch it work. It sounds like you're taking a whole different path, and I think that comes from your customer service background of getting the word out and going some of that corporate route. You're going the corporate route with the what it sounds like with the bulk of your business, instead of just relying on the everyday consumer. You got some people that keep coming
Right.
back to you, and
Oh,
I
definitely
think
so.
that's definitely a testament to
Repeat
your
business.
to your
Oh, yeah,
customer
definitely
service
so.
for sure. I like
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's great to link up with other, like you said, real estate or property
Hmm.
managers who like you're the go-to for an assisted living, who you may be the go-to for, because that helps fill in those gaps during those other times when you got someone who, like repeat business. So that's great, man. That's great.
Appreciate it.
Exactly.
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
So, I definitely have a lot of repeat business, and then they refer you. One of my clients, I did some work for her maybe like 6 months ago, but she's been putting me on with all her friends too that are kind of in
Yeah.
the same genre of business. So I probably had like 4 to 5 of her friends just come over, and they became new clients. And then word of mouth is the best thing. Like you said, customer service is
Strongest form of
you got to be
advertising.
on top, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants respect what
Uh-huh.
you do. And in many instances, the customer is right, even though, some situations might be a little different, but you got to
Hmm.
empathize and put yourself in their shoes as well. If I had a mix
Yeah.
up or didn't understand the policy or whatever the case is, I would want some help too. So I'm extend that
Right.
courtesy and that grace as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Customers can be wrong sometimes, but we still got to treat them like they right, just to protect our business, man. Because people
Right.
can't wait to say something negative.
Yeah.
They more
Yep.
time to say something negative before they say something positive. So even instances where the customer may be wrong, sometimes as the business owner, you have to kind of eat it and just try to meet them in the middle and smooth it out. Best you can. So that's good, man. That's good. That's good. And where were you located? Where's your business located? Is it in the Charlotte area, Belmont area? Where exactly? For those that are listening.
It's in the Charlotte area. Central like location would be like area code 28214, but I work everywhere. We
Hmm.
work in Rock Hill. I've been to Greensboro before, Statesville. I mean, all surrounding areas, Huntersville, and I can get there. So definitely, I say about 2 hours of that will be my trajectory,
Hmm.
or like my
Okay,
target audience.
like a 2 hour radius, kind of as far as driving somewhere.
Correct.
Yeah. Now you a
Hmm.
1 man team, or you got an assistant or staff, or not that just yet.
No, so I do have a group of guys that do help me out. So if I'm super busy and I can't like kind of get to some of the stuff myself or for bigger
Uh-huh.
jobs, I definitely have a team of guys that help me out. So um,
Yeah.
definitely can't build the vision alone for sure. So just gotta keep things going. But some jobs are a little bit smaller. We really don't need a lot of help. But
Uh-huh.
if I can, I like to keep my guys busy as possible so they can take care of what they got to take care of for their families as well. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
and some of these guys have been my friends or like band members and different things of that nature too. So
Yeah.
I love being able to give somebody opportunity to, just be able to take care
Yeah.
of like everyday responsibilities. It means a lot.
Right. And that kind of reminds me, something you said a little while ago as far as maybe being a little oversaturated. But we come from a viewpoint here, like community over competition, and that's kind of sounding like kind of maybe what you have going on. If you can't do a job, you got some other guys who could stand in for you and get the job done.
Right, exactly.
How would you feel as far as the oversaturation versus the community versus the competition? What would be your viewpoint on that?
I think my viewpoint on that would be, again, there's work for everybody, right? There's going to be a different niche for people. Some people are going to be in some rooms that you won't be in, and vice versa, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, my customer service, I like to pride myself on that and just give me the opportunity to do some work for you, and you can definitely see that like firsthand. My team's very reliable. We move quick and fast. I'm insured. A lot of people doing this thing, they don't have no insurance. So
Yes.
unfortunately,
And you
if some
got the
accidents
OSHA, right?
happen,
OSHA 10
yeah,
certified
correct. Mm-hmm.
contractor. Let them know.
Yep. That's it. So
Yeah.
general liability, workman's comp, all those different type of things. So I think to your point again, famous. A lot of people like, hey man, I'm just gonna post this on Facebook and I got a business, but it's a lot of other things that go on behind the scenes. So I would encourage anybody who's trying to start a business to make sure you are doing your due diligence with your research before you get into things, because a lot of unexpected things will come up. But it's nothing like on the job training either. To teach you a lot of different things, and then reach out. Maybe call some other companies and see what they're going for pricing, or you might even come out and have them just quote a job and see what they do. How do they look? What do they say? So now you visualizing your competition, and then you can kind of go from there, right? Just seeing what's going on around you, kind of in the community, I think is pretty key.
Yeah, you can learn what to do, what not to do. One thing, a pet peeve of ours, man, because we always have some different projects going on at the house here, and we'll have to find a contractor or someone to do something, and we'll call somebody over, to give us an estimate once they take a look at something. And you
Okay.
can always tell by, how they come. First off, they come on time, what they say they're going to come, how they communicate with you prior to coming. And then sometimes dudes get here, man, and they're like stepping all over my wife's flowers and knocking
Oh
all in the
Lord.
stuff when they're walking through. And we just already know, like, okay, they already don't value the property, the way we
Right.
do. So if we have them out here doing some work that we're not going to be supervising, they'll be stomping all over this place, man. So
All the
it's
flowers
just,
flat.
yeah, you gotta be cautious of stuff like that, man.
Man.
I
But
never
yeah,
forget.
that's true.
Some years back, man, I was getting a fence installed, and the guys that did it, I brought them some water and Gatorade out, trying to be, nice or whatever the case is. They got done, they left all the trash in my yard.
Yeah.
I mean, water
Yeah.
bottles, Gatorade bottles. I'm like, what kind of customer service is that? That's just
Yeah.
101 to me. Leave your
To
trash
me
laying around
too.
other people's
And the
house.
same thing
Right.
happened to us. I took pictures of it. I was like, what in the world? And then one time guys came in to do a cement project, and like they were waiting on the cement truck to come because the truck had broke down or something. And they
Wow.
were
Okay.
they were sitting like out on the grass, which is fine. And then at some point they got up and then they're sitting on the patio furniture in the backyard, and they all dirty and cement and dirt all over them. They're sitting over like we had just got this patio furniture. I'm like, why are you sitting? Like, it's just ass. We could have brought you, it was just,
You gotta
it wasn't a good
pack a
look.
lawn chair.
Yeah, it wasn't a good look. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
They're just
And
lounging back
like
there,
I
laying out
know,
on the couch.
you're like, look, I better get this cleaned up when my wife get home, or it's gonna be an
Exactly,
issue.
because she's
Like,
the boss of this thing, man. She's anything with the house and the backyard and stuff like that. I'm like, I already know my wife ain't gonna
Nervous.
Right.
Stomach hurting.
Right.
Yeah, need a little pep talk.
Yep.
Y'all need to get out of here before 2:30, please.
Yeah, but
That's it.
that's a good point, because these guys have to be mindful. Like, you bring them Gatorade or water. Obviously, there's a trash can probably outside. If you don't see it, you can always ring the doorbell and say, "Hey, man, we're done. Where would you like for us to put our trash?" Whatever the case. But you should never just leave you at someone's house doing a job, and they give you the courtesy of something to drink, and you just leave the trash in the yard. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Treat it like it's
pretty
your
much.
own space a little bit.
That's it.
Yeah. That's kind of what I always try to get them to see. Like, would you have done it this way if this was your house? You know, and then that kind of tells you what. But I can tell, like, if you're coming at it the way Howard is, and you're coming from customer service, and you're coming from just an idea of treating people the way you would want to be treated, you shouldn't have any problems. You just always have that mindset. It's just always there. You don't even have to think about it.
Yeah,
I think too,
and that might help somebody today. That point right there might help somebody. Go ahead, Howard.
Yeah. I think too, one of the biggest factors is too, like, things don't always go right. I don't care who you are, what's going on. There's time delays or something, you know, might even been misquoted, you know, for price, or they had additional work, whatever. But communication is number one. That's key. Just talk to the person, and explain differently and make it right. If you messed up, you messed up. Own up to it. Be a man. Take responsibility and fix it. You know, so there's been times where I had to take a loss because something happened with my team. But it's your team, you own it, right? So period. I wouldn't want to pay for some work that wasn't quite the way I expected it to be. So if something goes wrong, try to make amends for it and go from there. That's all you can do, right? So sometimes we have things that are unpredictable in these situations, and just kind of, you know, looking ahead and seeing what we can do to make sure it's right going for the future.
And for the most part, customers will understand that if you know, bring it to them the right way, and this is what happened, and this is what we're doing about it, all in one conversation. You know, then, you know, customers understand. Like you said, stuff happens.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. And you got to let the people know where they can find you at, Howard, if they need some items hauled off, or they need some, you know, whatever they may need. They want some excellent customer service in the process. How can they contact you? Any socials, any websites, any phone numbers you would like to share?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm definitely on Google. So if you look up Jackson Hauler on Google, I'll pop up there. Also has all of my time slots for when my business is open. Also am on Instagram as well, under Jackson Hauler CLC. And my website is www.jacksonhauler.com. So you can go on there, you can book appointments, have a phone number on there to reach out, or send me a direct email, let me know about going to see a quote for whatever particular project and stuff that you have. So I'm out there, definitely. So phone number as well as area code 980-322-6593 for like any type of needs at all. I've also kind of break into like doing handyman work too. I've been on a few jobs. I'm like, hey, by the way, do you do this? And I'm like, hey, yeah.
Hey, by the way,
Yep.
Well, since I'm here.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So, then knowing your limitations too with your business is something you know you can do, cool. But now you're in people's houses, right? So you want to treat it with utmost respect, kind of what you guys said. So you know,
so
really, really great opportunity to meet a lot of the community as well. I've done some things for some pretty important people, and that's, you know, probably you wouldn't normally meet them, right? So I love business because it brings people together, and you just never know like what their goal could be, kind of going towards the future. So.
Yeah, that's really important what you said about just knowing your limitations too. I used to work for DirecTV some years ago, and I would be in people's houses, you know, installing their DirecTV systems, their satellite and stuff like that. And, you know, a bunch of times people would ask me if I knew if I would hang their TV on the wall, you know, like if they had, you know, if they bought all the stuff and I would do it. And I just never trusted myself to do that. You know, because you got to find the stud, you got to make sure. And I'm just thinking, I would always think about it. And this is what I would always tell that customer. My wife wouldn't let me do hours at my house. So I don't think I should do it because I don't trust myself, because I know how particular some people are about that, where it's got to be exactly, you know, not crooked. It's got to be the right length from both sides of the wall, all kinds of stuff. Like the guys who did it here, they were like really meticulous. And I was like, I know some people are super picky about that, and if I mess it up one time, you got a hole in the wall. You know what I'm saying? I can't unhold it. So I just it was extra money. Like people would want to pay me to do that, and I'm like, I don't trust myself. I know how to do it now. Years later, we just did my son's a few weeks ago when we changed his room around, and now I've done it, and I'm like, I could do that. But back then, like 7-8 years ago, I just didn't trust myself to do it. I was like, I'm gonna break something. I'm gonna put a hole in the wrong place, and I just don't. I had to turn down that. You know, they're gonna pay me on the side or whatever. But you got to know your limitations. I just knew
true.
I wasn't comfortable doing that off the books, and they gonna have my phone number.
It's true.
Then you got to pay for it, fix it. Oh, too much.
Mhm.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure it's done right. I love hanging TVs. We do those as well. I've been
Yeah.
doing them for a few years.
Yeah.
And ironically, man, I didn't work for your company. I used to work for Time Warner Cable. So
Okay.
I used to do installs too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
that was pretty cool. So you're in
Yeah. I
attics and
love that
crawl
job.
spaces and
Yeah.
all that. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
I've been
I
there.
was I was telling somebody the other day. I really liked the job because it's really independent. Coming from being a
Hmm.
retail manager to doing that, it was like kind of like working for myself. But I
Okay.
liked it in the spring and then the summer and then no, I liked it in the spring and then the fall. I didn't like it in
Right.
the
Summer was a little
summer. It was too hot out there,
too
and then the
hot,
winter it was too cold out
too
there. But I
cold.
really did enjoy
Yeah.
that
Right.
job. I really did enjoy
Hmm.
that job, and there was a lot of extras you can get from that too.
Mm. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did we covered everything, Howard?
Exactly. Nah, man, I just want to say thanks so much for allowing me to come on your podcast today. I think you guys are doing a really, really good job, and I'm looking forward to like seeing what you guys are gonna do in the future as well.
Thank you,
So I
bro.
appreciate you letting
Appreciate
me
you.
hop on here and talk a little about my life and my business, and my family
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So that really means a lot, man. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, absolutely,
absolutely.
man. And I just wanted to make sure we didn't leave out any bit of information in regards to your business that you wanted to share. Wasn't Natalia say I need to remove boxes and set up
And set
second
up
drum
set.
set? We
Yeah.
matched as client as customer.
See?
Okay,
Hey,
okay.
well, give me a phone call. I definitely can take care of that for you.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
She's
See?
a drummer, musician as well, and she does trading. And we got a wonderful community of folks, man. And I'm gonna send you an invite to join us on our Facebook community as well. And people
It's a
post and
match.
got what people different things going on and everything. But even though we had a little bit of technical difficulty, we made it. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, we definitely made
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
One last thing, too. I recently joined the school app as well. So I'm
School.
on there.
SKOOL.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
S-
And
okay.
it's called what did I name it? It's called the Jackson Hustle.
The Jackson
Jackson.
Hustle?
Oh, Jackson Hustle on
Yeah,
school app.
yeah, yeah, correct.
All right. Okay. Okay. Cool. And I know we know Famous got a hard out, but we always ask our guests because of our platform, and we let answer this question. Say someone is watching live or they're watching the replay, and they have a talent or passion or a skill set that they would like to pursue, but they just don't know how to take that next step or how to approach that next step. What's a bit of advice you would like to leave them with today?
There's a lot of greatness in small beginnings, right?
Hey.
And you get to feel everything during that process. If somebody just gave you $1 million tomorrow, you probably blow it by tomorrow because you wouldn't know how to handle it. So take
Mm-hmm.
pride in the process of what's going on, because those are, I think, the lessons and building blocks for whatever you're doing in life. I think you could be super successful in this. Just doing the research and the legwork first behind what you got going on, and just start. Stop waiting
Yeah.
until tomorrow, or I need to make sure I got this amount of money, or I need all this different type of thing. Just start. Just start. If you
Yeah.
got the idea and it's a passion, it's in you for a reason. So you just need to go
Mhm.
ahead and
Yeah.
start and get it going.
Yeah, yeah. I was live on a platform a couple of days ago, just talking or whatever. And the guy in there was like asking me about podcasts and this and that. He's like, I'm looking for sponsors. And I was like, well, have you started?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I
That's not
mean?
how
Like,
it
you
Yeah.
got to
works.
start first.
Yeah.
And then maybe you're not looking for sponsors. Maybe you're looking for investors, but just giving them a little game on you
Mhm.
have a computer, you got a microphone, you got, so
Yeah.
but yeah, just you got to start. You can't just sit back and wait for everything to fall in your lap. You have to put some type of effort in.
Mhm.
You make one step, and then allow the universe to make a step for you. But you got to start. That's the bottom line.
You got to start,
That's
man.
it. That's it.
Yeah,
Definitely
You
so.
gonna be
yeah,
drumming anywhere soon
Yes,
that
sir.
we can see?
I got some things coming up here next month. I can definitely make sure I shoot you guys over some information. But I'm at my local church every Sunday too.
yeah,
Greater Fellowship Church, where I've been a drummer there for about 10 years now. So been
yeah.
going pretty good. So pretty consistent there. Good church home to be a part of. So I've just really been enjoying myself. And at the end of the day, you sit back and everybody doesn't do the things we do. So we're real blessed to be able to have like different talents and strengths and stuff like that. And not
Uh-huh.
taking them for granted, but actually trying to get better at them, right? So a lot of people are good at what they do, but they kind of plateau, and what's the next level? It's like anything you got going on in your life, and just trying to figure that out and get better. It's 20 only 6, I'm ready to go. Like I'm trying to level up all the way on all channels in my life. Right, I'm spreading that energy to everybody that I come in contact with.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And they can follow you at Howard Jackson on Facebook on your personal page if they want to keep up with some happenings and everything, some live music. But
Yes,
I
sir.
think that's gonna wrap. I don't have anything coming up this week. What about you, Fame?
Nope. We're gonna be clear. Actually, I do have a wedding on Saturday. I already forgot. See, I have a wedding on Saturday in Greer, South Carolina. Saturday night. That's where I'll be. Anybody want to be a wedding crasher? Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy.
Yeah. I just want to say the chairman of the board will be at the Swanee Theater February 7th.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah, so you can go to
Nice place.
Okay.
www.chairmanoftheboard.com. Yeah, it's like a little pre-Valentine's event. That's in Kannapolis, North Carolina. So if you don't have any plans Saturday, February 7th, y'all, is that Fridays? No, Saturday,
That's a
February
Saturday.
7th.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday. Y'all come check us out. We want to thank Mr. Howard Jackson one more time of Jackson Haller for joining us today. Thank you all in the chat. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Apple Podcast. Thank you, Spotify. Thank you, Twitch.
Instagram. We'll see you next week.
Let's do it next week. Instagram. Howard, stay on the line. Everybody have a great rest of the day. Have a great rest of the week. And we'll see you next Tuesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No shortcuts with Fame. God bless y'all. Peace. We'll see you.